What is up, guys, gals, and non-binary pals? Here I am again for another episode of Breath of the Wild. Some of you might be seeing Part 8 and thinking, Part 8? Wasn't the last one Part 6? Well, yes and no. During the end of my Cursed Halo 3.0 stream, I still had some time left, so I just did some things on Breath of the Wild that I had been saving just to do on stream. It was just clearing some shrines. He didn't miss anything major. But this time we are doing something major. This time we are actually getting on board Medoh, like I promised several episodes ago and never delivered on. So here I am in Rito Village, and we're gonna freaking do this. Get over here to Dronok's Pass. This way. So suppose that the Tiba's over here and he's gonna help us get on board. I'll take those. I wonder, should I... Yeah, I probably should make some healing food before I go up there. There we go. Just do a couple of those. Oh, Lucky Cook. And one more for good measure. That ought to do.
Yeah?
Tiba.
I don't know you. And I'm actually pretty busy here. You should probably go.
Well, you're not immediately, you don't seem immediately like an asshole like Rivali did. What kind of bow are you working on there? Falcon bow. That's a keeper. Did you need something? I'm busy here. I can help you. Help me? What exactly? Medoh. Let me get this straight. Some random Hylian wants to help me bring down Divine Beast Medoh. I'm not buying it. What's your name, stranger? Link. Link, huh? Well, Link, I'm Tiba. But you already knew that. I'm guessing the Elder asked you to come here and talk some sense into me. Am I right? That's right. Just like the Elder to trust any fool wandering into town. Look, you seem like an alright guy, but let's make one thing clear. I'm not going anywhere. As a Rito warrior, I can't rest until my people are safe. There's only one way I'm going back to Rito Village. And that is... once Divine Beast Va Medoh falls from the sky. Yeah, if I have to kill Medoh, so be it. Only then will I return to the village. And let's get started. Are you serious? Far be it from me to talk you off the ledge. But it's as the Elder said, the only way to stop Divine Beast Va Medoh is to get inside it. Bad chance of that happening. There's no way we can set foot in Medoh. Actually. So, not only are you wingless, you're brainless too. Let me fill you in. The only people able to enter the Divine Beasts are the 5 champions of old. And unfortunately for us, and the rest of Hyrule for that matter, they all died 100 years ago. If it hadn't been for Ganon... Never mind. Let's focus on bringing down Medoh, one step at a time. If we approach Medoh recklessly, its cannons will blast us out of the sky before we even get close. So I'm going to need to test you before I can take you with me. We Rito warriors use the updraft in this ravine to hone our aerial archery skills. The updrafts here are strong. So strong that a person could just jump and open up a cloth over their head and float up easily. Now, let's see what you're capable of. You'll have to maneuver through the air and destroy 5 of the targets set up in this valley in 3 minutes. Any pointers? Using a bow in midair is just like using a bow on the ground. But you'll probably want a bow suited for long-range engagement. Use your arrows to destroy 5 targets in 3 minutes. If you can't do that, you don't stand a chance against Medoh. Are you ready to be tested? I'm ready. Then go. Destroy 5 targets with your arrows.
That's it. One more.
Where's the last one?
Perfect.
Okay, come on back. You're a skilled archer. It was as if time stopped with every arrow you let fly. I've got to tell you, Link. When you first showed up, I thought someone was pulling a prank on me. But after seeing how you handle that bow, I can tell you're the real deal. You must have seen a battle or two. Hundreds of them. I believe it. Link, I feel I've heard the name somewhere before. Well, if you really want to help me bring down Medoh, it's now or never. I'll get you into position so you can give its cannons all you've got. Inside that treasure chest is a bow I've modified. Take it. Let me know when you're ready. Do I actually have room? I do not. I'll drop the Lazelle bow. Falcon Bow. Rito Warrior's favorite for its superior rate of fire, which helps them excel even further at aerial combat. Alright. I don't have much in the way of arrows, though. Okay, time to face Divine Beast Medoh. Normal arrows won't put a dent in those cannons. You'll need to hit them with bomb arrows. These are a precious commodity, so don't expect me to do this again. But take some of these. Also, it'll be cold up there. You'll want to prepare a warm meal, or bring some warm clothes. So what's the plan? I'll draw Medoh's fire. That'll be your chance to destroy its cannons. There are 4 in total. The main body is protected by a barrier, so there's no use attacking it. Just focus on taking out all the cannons. We'll talk next steps once that's done. I'm ready. All right. But let me ask you something. Why are you doing this? Why risk your life to bring down Medoh? To save Rito Village. Rito Village? It's not like you'll get the keys to the village, you know. Well, that's nice, but no changing your mind once you get up there and see Medoh up close. Got it? That's fair enough. Right. Get on. Let's go. All right. It's showtime. Man, even I feel like I'm gonna freeze up here. There's Divine Beast Medoh, and there's its barrier. It just raised it up again. What a pain. What's wrong, Link? Too scared to talk? Let's go over the plan. Sorry. You see those cannons? I'll draw their fire. While I'm doing that, use your bomb arrows to destroy the cannons. Got it so far? If you need to withdraw for a bit, just spread your cloth and float straight up in the updraft for a while. I'll take that as a sign that we need to regroup. Don't bother aiming for anything covered by Medoh's barrier. It's impenetrable. And whatever you do, don't get close enough to touch it. And finally, I know I've said this a few times already, but don't forget your cold protection. We can move whenever you're ready. Let's go. All right. Now, let's blow up those cannons.
It's on you.
Missed.
That's it.
It's a pretty nice updraft up here, too. Completely missed all 3 times. All right.
Out of the way!
Just a little more. That one missed somehow?
One more.
One final cannon.
We're in hot. It's targeting us. We did it.
It's all 4 cannons down.
Well done, Link. That thing is history.
He's still wounded from earlier. Oh no, he actually took a hit.
It looks like I got hit pretty good back there. I think I need to get back to the flight range. I just hope that I can make it back. You head down to Medoh. Good luck. It's all you.
Take care of yourself, Tiba. I got this. Travel gate registered to map.
Well now, I've seen that face before.
Oh boy, here we go.
I had a feeling you would show up eventually, but making me wait 100 years is a bit indulgent. You're here to wrest control of Medoh away from Ganon, correct?
Correct.
If so, then the first thing you'll want to do is find yourself a map.
I see.
That guidance stone has the information for the layout of this divine beast. Can you make it there?
I think I can. Let's switch off of that, thank you. No sense wasting ammunition. No, what lies behind here? Gotcha. Aha. What do we have here? Ooh, a sapphire. That will surely come in handy later. Ah, better. Hmm. There's a bit of an odd sort of feel to it, doesn't it? What have we here? An ancient shaft. Oh. What are you? Cursed Moblin. Cursed Bokoblin. Cursed Lizalfos. Come on. It made that noise again like an eyeball saw me, but I didn't see an eyeball. Yeah, I don't see one. Must be something I'm missing here. Gotta get up here. Here's something I know I can take out. What have we got here? Ancient core. Got rid of the spawner at least. I see. Definitely not making it up there, not from that angle. Ah. Okay. Can't do that yet. Getting ahead of myself. Basic Guardian Spear. Well, took a little bit doing, but I got here. Sheikah Slate authenticated. Distilling map of Divine Beast. 5 terminals. And 3 rotation settings.
You'll need to look closely at your map of the Divine Beast.
All
The
right.
terminals that will activate Medoh are marked by those glowing points. You'll need to activate all of the terminals to take back control. Think you're up to it?
So we're forcing a hard reboot. In midair. That doesn't sound dangerous at all. What have we got? Ooh, more bomb arrows. I won't say no to those. Still no sign of that. Still no sign of that. Yeah, enough with you. As I was saying, still no sign of that, eyeball. Perhaps from here. There you are. How did you even see me? There's something hide back here, perhaps. No. Well, don't like doing it, but I don't exactly have a choice right now. I'm out of arrows. Alright. Well, I know which way I'm headed now. This seems promising. There we go. Oh, I just noticed that it's like it actually rotates with you. With your camera position and everything. That's cool.
There are 4 terminals remaining. Still a ways to go.
Perhaps. Who? Where? Get down here, you. Could really use some regular arrows right now. I see. Okay, so what did that do for me then? It doesn't really seem like anything really happened there. Close that, and maybe if I reset. You still don't want to open it, huh? So what's the deal with that one then? Is there some kind of a special condition that I'm not understanding here? Because I'm pretty sure it's up against the button. I think I have an idea. Come on. Ah. Up you get. Ah, not quite. I remember this thing. No, no. No! I see. Ah. Aha! Just a little bit of terrain cheating. Or is it? I think that was intended.
There are 3 terminals remaining. Keep going.
Yeah. I get it, Rivali. Oh. locked, apparently. Alright, what have we got? Knight's Claymore. Well, I don't think I can... No, I can't really get my beams through there. I have to find some other way of getting in there. Oh, no, you know what? I know what I need to do. Even through the wall, I can still do it, huh? Oh no, no, no. Come back here. You were right there where you needed to be. Ha! All right.
There are 2 terminals remaining. You're almost there.
All right then. Well, I know where one of them is, and the other one's down below. Oh, too steep. I still don't get why that one didn't open. The button was clearly pressed. I think I have to do it like that, because it looks like there's not a gate for me to... not a gate, a gondola for me to... Looks like there was supposed to be one, but it broke off at some point.
Just 1 terminal remaining. What do you know?
Alright, time to tilt it all the way back. Oh boy. I did myself in. Yeah, I screwed myself. I didn't wait long enough. Oh, it just put me back in here. Well, we know where that last one is. The trouble is, it didn't want to cooperate. Or did it? Looks like the button is pushed in. Oh, I think I see what needs to be done here. First of all, gotta bring it home with full ramming speed. Keep it right where it is. There we go. Put her back in, leveled out.
That was the last terminal. Now you just need to start the main control unit. I want you to take a good look at your map. There should be a new glowing point on there. Well, flap to it.
Alrighty then. Well, at least I know where it is. Ah, so that's why it let me go all the way to the top. Let us purge this malice from this beast. Scourge of Divine Beast von Medoh. Windblight
That
Ganon.
thing is one of Ganon's own, and it plays dirty. It defeated me 100 years ago, but only because I was winging it. I can't believe I'm actually saying this, but you must avenge me, Link.
Consider it done.
His aim is dead on. Watch yourself.
Uh-oh. That's not good. It missed. I know what to do here. You're weak to this too, aren't you? Ah. What are you doing? You've got drones?
Watch your blind spot.
Look who thinks he's Deadshot. Get up there. Seriously? Link, why were you moving so slowly? That ain't good.
Keep your head in the game.
Oh, believe me, I am. Where are you? Not getting by that easy. Figures. You use their technology, you have their weaknesses. Let us purge this malice once and for all. And cleanse this beast. Aha! Once you activate the main control unit, you will not be able to re-enter the interior of this divine beast. Do you still wish to activate it? Yes.
Well, I'll be plucked. You defeated him, eh? Who would have thought?
Ollie, the Rito champion.
Well done. I suppose I should thank you now that my spirit is free. This returns Medoh back to its rightful owner. Don't preen yourself just for doing your job. I do suppose you've proven your value as a warrior worthy of my unique ability, the sacred skill that I have dubbed Revali's Gale! It's now time to move on and start making preparations for Medoh's strike on Ganon. but only if you think you'll still need my help while you're fighting inside Hyrule Castle. Feel free to thank me now.
Of course.
Or, never mind, just go. Your job is far from finished, you know. The princess has been waiting an awful long time.
Indeed she has. Was the rock formation always shaped like that? Almost like it was meant for that.
Medoh's sights are now set. You'll have a precise speed on Ganon from this vantage point. And when the time is right, give him everything you've got.
Count on it.
Now we wait for that perfect moment. Medoh, we've been artfully patient for the last 100 years. I doubt you'll suffer a feather over a few more moments.
Well, there's a side of Rivali I didn't think I'd see.
After all these years, I simply must admit the truth. Even without the power of flight, Link made his way to this divine beast and accomplished something that even I could not. Guess I was wrong about how lucky he would be. I hope that luck holds out, Link, for everyone's sake.
So do I. Rivali's Gale, a blusterous power born from the spirit of the champion Rivali, creates an updraft that carries you into the sky. Oh! Could be useful for scaling a few places. Ah! You've done it, and you survived at that. You conquered Divine Beast of our Medoh. To think the beast has taken up roost at the top of the village. It looks simply divine. If the legends are true, the light from the divine beasts will ravage the calamity. For now, Divine Beast of our Medoh will become the protector of this village and live on in legend alongside you. Oh, yes, of course. I must reward you properly. Feel free to take what you find in that treasure chest. You will get more use out of it than I. What you did was miraculous, though I should expect nothing less of one from the bloodline of a champion. Why, you are almost the equal of the very Hylian champion who fought with Master Rivali 100 years ago. All you lack is the sword that seals the darkness. If you had the sword in your possession, you would be the spitting image. Alright, what have you got for me? A great eagle bow. A bow without equal, wielded by the Rito champion Rivali. It said Rivali could loose arrows with the speed of a gale, making him supreme in aerial combat. So I got Rivali's bow. Cool. What happens if I travel to Divine Beast of Medoh? Ah, it brings me up here. Okay. The Divine Beast is taking aim at Calamity Ganon in Hyrule Castle. It's too dangerous to go near. I see. I seem to recall there being some kind of a hole here in the, Ah, yes, there. This would be a prime hiding spot for a Korok. But no, I guess... Oh! Aha! Hate that I have to use that. Yaha! You found me! Bye-bye! I am gonna head back to the Korok Forest. But I will be right back. I'm back. Let's see, where is S2? He's right over here. They got 28 seeds to give you, buddy. Let's expand the... Oh, no, I didn't mean to do the weapon. Do the bow. Alright. Here you go. Hey. Let's do a shield one as well. I'm constantly running into new shields and have nowhere to store them. Another bow? There we go. That's good. Now I just need to go around and collect more arrows. And one more for the weapon stash. There we go. Sorry, I don't have enough to expand another stash. Let's see if the Korok Marketplace has any arrows. Oh, that's right, I had a thing for you. The bloopy.
Wait a minute! Is that a real bloopy? Wow! It's even more beautiful than Peaks imagined. Thanks so much, Mr. Hero. Now I'm content. Oh, and here's a little thank you gift. Peaks didn't forget.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, Mr. Hero needs rupees sometimes, right? If you desperately need rupees, you should shoot an arrow at a bloopy. I hear they drop lots of rupees if you hit them. Oh man, I'm glad I got to see something so cool. Peaks is so happy right now.
Alright, so...
Ah,
I'll take them all.
you're my only customer, so if you want to buy or sell something, just let me know.
I'm not gonna buy the shock arrows. If I look around for the stables and beetle, I should probably be able to get a decent amount of, If you hope to extract the sword, you will need to summon a hero's strength. Let us see how brightly your life force burns. Can I climb his face? I can, kind of. Ah. Anyways, if I follow Beetle around, I should be able to get a decent amount of arrows back. I'm definitely going to need more of them. Alright. Let's see how many Beetle has. And probably put that away. Take that double axe, thank you. Always some arrows in there too. I was about to say, usually Beetle's hiding out over here. Hey! You're a great customer, and since today is Customer Appreciation Day, I want you to have this. Oh, thank you, Beetle. This even works on those Guardians. It's amazing. I hear it works best if you hit the Guardians in the eye with it. This old guy named Ravi gave it to me. To find him, go way north past Zora's domain, all the way to a Khalat ancient tech lab. Old Ravi makes a bunch of other weird weapons and clothes and stuff. I guess he's what you'd call a mad scientist, which is kinda cool, but also terrifying. He's so cool, son of a bitch. That was a terrible impression. I shouldn't have even bothered. If you want strong weapons and stuff, you should go see him. Oh, you've met Robbie too? You must be pretty popular. Anyway, back to business. What are you looking for? What are you selling? What have you got?
Wow!
That. And I'll take all 20 of those. Even though that is highway robbery, I am in desperate need. Thanks for the business. Do you need anything else? Nope, that'll be all. Thank you very much. Hope to see you again soon. Alright. Nope, nothing in that one. What about under here? Nope. Alright, let's see. Actually, I want to see what kind of stuff is available at the Akala Tech Lab. Because I know there's like an armor set, which is pretty good. Oh, hey. Von Medoh is just flying there. Optimal conditions.
Hi.
G'day. And check it out. How was that? I figured I'd give an impression of how Tenno Ancient Tech Lab's director Pura a shot. Maybe it was a bit much for the first time meeting you, though. No, it wasn't too bad. Ah, Link. I'm really glad you're such a friendly guy. So, what do you need from me? Who are you? Hey, I'm Jaren.
Hey!
Check it out. I'm an amateur scholar of ancient history. To be honest, I've been focusing a lot of my research on shrines. Oh, that reminds me. There's somewhere you need to go. The left eye of Skull Lake. I know there's a shrine there, but it's a challenge to get to it. The left eye of Skull Lake is higher up. The right one is lower down. If you run into Kilton, you're on the wrong eye. Any other questions? Ravi is one of the researchers of ancient civilizations. He was studying guardians at Hyrule Castle 100 years ago. Oh, Robbie. We're a half-century apart age-wise, but we never let that get in the way. He and I are You're married? Yes, indeed. Together we run the Ancient Tech Lab. I've got a son as well. Have you got any other questions? Who's your son? That's right, I've got one son. His name is Grante. Have you seen him in your travels? I can't say that I have. Really? Well, if you see him, be nice to him, okay? See you later. Hey. Familiar name missing. Okay, so I can make ancient arrows, ancient short sword, ancient shield, ancient blade saw. I've got the materials to make one of these. Robbie's memoirs. I probably should take that off. Oh, I've got 44. Good. Well, the storm is clearing up at least. Oops, wrong thing. I keep doing the wrong thing. Hi there, you. Can I sneak strike you? I can't. It has no idea where I am, so it just keeps firing randomly. Easy pickings. Already it's 9 p.m. in-game, huh? Let's see, she said Skull Lake. The higher of the two, which I'm guessing is that one. I better. Wrong thing. It's not as strong, but it does make me climb faster. Come on, Link, you got this. I have no idea I'm here. That's hardly fair. Best not to disturb them while they're asleep. To the northwest. Okay. Oh, hi. Ow. Wrong one. Can you not? Like, can you just not? Still alive for some reason. See if we go around this way. That's north that way, so we want to go. Oh, I see the shrine. That's a Lionel. I would rather not. Oh, crap. The bow. Oh, it nearly struck him. Doesn't like that weapon of his. we got here? Zap shrooms. Lightning striking around here. Are these ones dead? Oh right, that thing does nothing. Soldier's bow. Ah. How do you like that? Neither one of them was too bad. Here's the dragon. I have a few ideas about how I'm meant to reach there. Rivali's Gale is one of them. Okay, here we go. I think we're gonna make it. Quite easily, in fact. Zuna Kai Shrine. A skull's eye. Complete. Oh, my neck. Alright then. Just finding our way here is enough, huh? To you who sets foot in this shrine, I am Zuna Kai. By entering this place, you've already proven your worth. Alright, and what have you got for me here? Flame Blade. I'll take it. Or not, apparently. Magical sword forged in the lava of Death Mountain. Leaves white-hot flames in its wake when the blade glows red. You have done well to arrive at this shrine. A hero rises to right the wrongs of Hyrule. In the name of Goddess Hylia, I bestow upon you this spirit orb. May the goddess smile upon you. It's neat, though, that Meadow's just hanging out up there now. Ah, it's just regular rain now. This is the other eye. There's some odd flowers in the water. Well, got those arrows now. And I checked that out. Where to next? Let's head to this area. Ah, there's the tower. Probably should go there first. Oh, right, let's get off of that. That's not what that's for. Uh-oh. Got it. There's just some stuff up here, it looks like. Warm dark. Ooh. Where'd you go? Gotcha. He was a menace. Pretty sure these are just luminous stones. How about that? It's not raining here. Or at least, it isn't right now. I see you up there. You think you're clever. If I go this way. Link, get up the ladder. Thank you. The Nehru Tower. This ought to be an easy climb. The hard part was just getting up here. Come on. Almost there. Almost there, Link. You can make it. Don't have to stop at this ledge. Whew. Barely made that. Almost there. Yeah. So high up. Scanning area. There we go. The domain. Regional map extracted. You alright? Wow, I cannot believe it. Excuse me. Yes, I am Groove of the Zora. It is apparent that you are a traveler, but may I ask what brought you here? I can ask you the same. How very astute of you. An excellent query indeed. By order of Prince Sidon of Zora's domain, I am searching for a Hylian. Or I was, until I fell asleep. I awoke to a loud noise and awful quaking, and now here I am. I'd like to get down and be on my way, but I'm simply too high up. I need to figure something out. Prince Sidon is down at the bridge below, but for some reason I cannot seem to catch his attention. But you are a Hylian, yes? Well then, my luck is improving. Prince Sidon, I found one! No use. He doesn't seem to notice my struggle. Perhaps I should swallow my fear and jump to the river below. Then I could return to him. He must be worried sick. No, I can't. It's too high up. I'll likely meet the gods of the ever after before I see Prince Sidon again. Mr. Hylian, I must apologize. It will be some time before I can get back to Prince Sidon. Please, you must leave me here and go on ahead. What's with this just giant crater here? It's not a proper path, but it is a path. Probably should switch off of that wooden shield. Anything wooden is likely to burn up here. I need to see if I can find the path proper. What feather pigeon?
Rivali's gale is now ready.
Seems like this is the right direction in general. Where is the proper path? Fireproof lizard. I will grab you. And I will grab you. almost. I think we're getting close. Huh. This whole area looks like a hot spring. Or something akin. I'm sure these waters feel most refreshing on the body. Indeed they do. Ah. It's missing one. Some more of these lizards. And a summerwing butterfly. Now just where am I going to find another couple of rocks? Maybe not my best idea. Yeah. What exactly is sparkling right there? Hmm? What was that? That was close. Up here. Yeah. Yeah. Getting close now. How close am I to the tower now? Uh-oh. What do we got? Ice arrows. Well, that's certainly different. Alright. Still no sign of the tower, but I know it was in this general direction. Well, there's the tower. Gotcha. Yeah. There's something crawling around the mountain up there. The very air around here is burning. Is it though? Elden Tower. Let's get up here and scan the area. Almost there, Link. Almost there. Oh, I have had a long past 3 days of work, and honestly, this is just what I needed. And then after this stream, I think I'm gonna take a nap. Oh, I've actually got some fun stuff lined up for tonight. Personal stuff, mind you. Scanning area. There's the whole of Eldon province. Regional map extracted. Just gotta make my way to the Goron city. If I'm down here, Dar Pond, Gorko Lake. So I was No, that's not right. I was in Lake Verona? Let's see. So, this is the trail in front of me. And if I follow it along, past the Goronbi River, eventually I make it to the Goron City. Where I should be able to get the Goron armor. That's a Talus, isn't it? I don't know, this place feels a little too open. Water not deep enough? Oh, there we go. Ha! Gotta keep moving. Someone over there, probably the Zolfo. Keep on moving. I know this place. This is a good place. Southern Mine. Pele-san, hey there. What's up? Why is my older brother Grayson always complaining about stuff? I don't know. But why? Why don't you know? If you're a grown-up, you should always say the truth. They should, but they don't always. Phew. Come on. I'm on break. What is it? Who are you? I'm Grayson. I'm a digger here, as you can see. I dig and I dig, day in and day out. To be honest, I'm sick of it. I feel like maybe I'm not meant to toil away in obscurity like this. If you know of another job I can do that would make good use of my strength, let me know, will you? Oh, I'm exhausted. But now I've got some time to talk. So what did you want to ask me? Who are you? Me? I'm Django. Proud Goron of Goron City. We dig up ore like this. If we dig up ore like this, Goron City will prosper. Everyone wins. So what is this place? The mines? Take a look around. This is where we dig up ore. We call it the Southern Mine. Right now, we've got that lizard sitting up on Death Mountain. Normally, we can pull up good ore from near the mountain peak, but for now, we have to mine here instead. You should ask the boss for more details. Oh, how about that? How's it going, buddy? Sure is hot around these parts, ain't it? Even at night, like you wouldn't believe. But those folks from Goron City, I'll tell you, sure are amazing, huh? Eating hot pot even in this heat. I'm on my way back from Goron City, but forgot to buy souvenirs. Wanted to capture some of those fireproof lizards that live here on Death Mountain, but those suckers are quick. Say, you look pretty speedy. Bet you could catch me a ton. Bring me 10, I'll give you some heat-resistant armor. What do you say, help a pal out? Alright. Great, thanks, buddy. Just 10 should be enough. Who the heck is this sour? I'm a traveler. Ugh. I'll give it to you straight. Wise eyes don't play tricks. Actually, I've got to interrupt you real quick. You've got good eyes on you, little guy. Honest eyes. My age, I've seen a lot of things. I can tell you're no run-of-the-mill Hylian just by looking at you. So go ahead, ask me what you want. Excuse me. Who are you? I'm Boren. I was once young and strong. Now I'm old and wrinkled. But worry not, there's still a lot of fight left in me. Lots of flint and rock salt, but so far nothing I can make good use of. And of course he takes off. There we are. Oh, I can just take it. Don't even have to drop the rock, I just take it. I didn't realize that. How many of the lizards do I have right now anyway? No small amount, I'm sure. Two more of them up here. Right. Gotcha. It's gotta be enough, right? Wow, look at all of them. You actually managed to chase down 10. Deal's a deal. Flamebreaker armor. Well made from fire-resistant rocks to protect the wearer. Something the matter, buddy? My helmet. Sorry, it ain't for lending. It's too expensive for that. You can buy your own in Goron City. Head north from here. It's the 5th stop up the trail. Fifth stop. much further. Yes, run right at me. That's a smart move. Ooh. My goodness. That was an event. Hey, I think we're here. Oh my. What kind of a noise is that for a lizard to make? Yeah. Oh, well, looky here. Welcome, Master Link. How did you know? What do you mean? More, more importantly, I hope you made it past all those magma bombs without injury. To be honest, we haven't had too many visitors since those magma bombs started falling from the sky. I'd be bored to tears if I didn't pass the time pretending to greet the long-lost Hylian champion, huh? Oh, in case you didn't know, Link is the little Hylian who fought alongside the champion Daruk. If you want to hear more, talk to the boss. He lives further in town. Oh, okay then. What do we got in here? Just a house, it looks like. Just another house. Gotta be an attire shop around here somewhere. Stay at my inn, friend. Ah. Come on in. Oh.
Yeah.
You have the privilege of standing in Ripped and Shredded, my armor shop. How can I help you? What do you want to sell? Quite a few things, actually. Let's see now. Let's see that. Ooh, that'll do.
Oh.
2,000 rupees for the helmet? come up with 500 rupees fast. Find the opals. There we go. There we go. Alright. There we go. And now we can withstand fiery places such as this. You're a traveler? In that case, I'll take you somewhere nice. Follow me. This is it, the armor shop. Recently, something called the Divine Beast of Auradania showed up on Death Mountain. Since then, it's gotten a lot hotter here. That's why we're selling fireproof armor. I suppose that's a good practice. Hey, fella! Buy something. What now? A alien like you needs this, right? It's a fireproof elixir. I'm good. Well, don't come crying to me when you're on fire, fella. See, I'm wearing the armor. I don't need it. Goron spice. Made from several types of spices, this secret Goron seasoning has been handed down for generations. An initial wave of spiciness paves the way for the sweetness. Ooh. I'll take all of them. Can only get that here. Protein Palace. Toasty Hylian shroom, seared steak, roasted bass. Where'd he go? My reckless brother hasn't come back yet. What in the world is he thinking? My little brother Gunguron. I'm really proud of him, but he said he was gonna go dig up the secret of the hero and then he just took off. I really don't know what in the world got into him. The secret of the hero. Southwest of Gorko Lake, there's an abandoned spot called Gorko Tunnel. Behind the hard bedrock lies not just ore, but the secret of the hero. Or so the legend goes. True or not, it makes for a good story. I heard it from my dad's cousin's neighbor's uncle. Instead of chasing dreams, I'd prefer to see him face reality and help us out with our important Goron work. Ooh. Let's not go down there, thank you. There's some kind of a shrine around here somewhere. This is the house of the distinguished Goron artisan, Master Rohan. You need something? Who's Rohan? He's a godly blacksmith. He's responsible for keeping the ancient arts alive. Really strict with everyone, me included. In any case, he told me to beat every Igneo Talus around Goron City as part of my training. But I can't get to the Igneo Talus at Darunia Lake. If only someone could go in my place. Ugh, I can feel the heat coming off of this place. Oh, Hylian. That's unexpected. What are you doing here, little guy? There's only an abandoned mine past this point. That and lots of monsters. In other words, it's dangerous. Yeah, but this is up here. Shai Mosa Shrine. Excuse me. To you who sets foot in this shrine, I am Shai Mosa. In the name of the goddess Hylia, I offer this trial. Swinging flames. Aha! Stone Smasher. What have we got in here? Ooh, a ruby. Knight's arrows, alright, pretty good. Small key. Alright. Do I really not have a... That did right. Come on now. Stay down, thank you. More than one way to do that. Your resourcefulness in overcoming this trial speaks to the promise of a hero. In the name of Goddess Hylia, I bestow upon you this spirit orb. May the goddess smile upon you. That one done. Perhaps it's time I see about that thing they were talking about. At the base of the mountain. Let's, not wasting a bomb arrow on a bloopy. So no, there is no. How about that? I got a 50 from it. Oh, there's quite a few fairies here. I must have used them all up. Let's grab this other one over here. Come on. Come on down here. Sure is windy. Alright. Let's go ahead and do this. Alright. Go ahead and enhance the Flamebreaker armor. Alright, that's one piece. Oh, I can do it again. I need more fireproof lizards to do it, though. Let's go ahead and just focus on enhancing each piece once for now. I'll have to go hunting for fireproof lizards off camera so I can upgrade that. There we go. Alright. Let's head out this way. This is the direction of the mountain, if I'm not mistaken. Huh. Come on now. Come on. Doesn't quite want to get in that hole. Oh, that's not what it is. I'm an idiot. There we go.
Yahaha! Bye-bye!
The Nehru Road, West Gate. All right. So we just keep heading this way. You are no match. There we go. All right. Just gotta keep moving. Didn't see that coming, did you? What have we got in here? Ooh, shock arrows. There's a shrine in that direction somewhere. Probably up there somewhere. How dare you? It's gotta be up top, right? Whatever that is, making that noise. Not. Apparently I haven't taken a picture of that. Moblin Spear. Apparently that was the thing that was... Oh, because it's got a special trait. Okay, that's why it was making that noise. Uh-oh. Gotcha. There it is, the East Gate. She looks rather down.
Well, don't keep us in suspense. How'd everything go up there on the mountain?
Not good, huh?
So you didn't feel anything? No power at all?
I'm sorry, no.
Then let's move on. You've done all you could. Feeling sorry for yourself won't be of any help. After all, it's not like your last shot was up there on Mount Lineru. Anything could finally spark the power to seal Ganon away. We just have to keep looking for that thing.
That's kind of you. Thank you.
If I may, I thought you... Well, I'm not sure how to put this into words. I'm actually quite embarrassed to say it. But I was thinking about what I do when I'm healing. You know, what usually goes through my mind. It helps when I think about...
It's here.
This is it then.
Are you sure?
Positive.
It's awake. Ganon.
Let's stop wasting time. We're gonna need everything we got to take that thing down. Now, champions, to your divine beasts, show that swirling swine who's boss. Link will need to meet Ganon head-on when we attack. This needs to be a unified assault. Little guy, you get to Hyrule Castle. You can count on us for support, but it's up to you to pound Ganon into oblivion.
Come, we should go. We need to get you someplace safe.
No. I'm not a child anymore. I may not be much use on the battlefield. But there must be something I can do to help.
They never let me finish your thought. Alright, Impa. What do you have to say now that I've remembered that? Now that you have seen some of the princess's memories, you must have started to remember certain things. Here, I will hand this over to you now before I forget. Oh, the champion's tunic. Could only be worn by one who had earned the respect of the royal family. Equipping it will reveal an enemy's life gauge. This is something of yours that I have been keeping safe by request of Princess Zelda. This clothing was specifically made for you when you became a champion. Please handle it with care. By the way, how are you faring thus far? Ah, I see. So you've gained the power of Revali. I thank you for freeing one of the divine beasts from Calamity Ganon's control. But there are still others. Revali's power is that of wind. It will prove to be most useful. Still, divine beast Van Aboris remains. That one was controlled by Urbosa of the Gerudo. Varuta also remains, controlled by Mifa of the Zora. And Varudanya, controlled by Daruk of the Gorons. You should be able to find the general location of the remaining divine beasts on your map. You are Princess Zelda's only hope, and Hyrule's as well. You cannot turn back now. Follow your heart and seize your destiny. Okay then. Oh, right. I will take a heart container, thank you. It puts me at 9, I think. So what happens if I attempt to pull the Master Sword while I have extra hearts? Let's see. Oh, my neck. we go. And, let's see. Oh. It won't count them. You lack the necessary strength, but it doesn't look like you lack for training. No. Perhaps you imagined that the containers given to you by the statues of the goddess cannot be changed. Visit Hateno village in the southeast of Hyrule. There you will find one who trades in such containers. Though he is a bit wicked. Okay, so I'm gonna need a little bit more than that. Which is too darn bad because I honestly thought maybe I was onto something there. Well, there's bound to be a few places here and there that I haven't found the shrines for yet. Most certainly. Let's see. It's not the tower there, is it? It is. Oh, right. I remember now. That's the one with all of the electric whiz robes around it. That's a good distance from here. But it would be worth it to at least reveal the region. All right. Oh, this place. And then there's that one up there in the Hebrew region. Probably shouldn't approach that one from site of Rito Village. I'd have to climb the whole mountain and then back down. Gotcha. So we gotta go that way. I'm surprised I haven't spotted any sneaky river snails around here. Alright, almost there. Well, since they're all... Since they're all electric, perhaps this would help. Just in case. May not even need it. The Ridgeland Tower. Yeah, from the looks of things, I may not even need it. Yeah. Almost. Yeah. All right, come on. Rain better not hinder me on here, or I'm gonna be pissed. Why is the rain hitting right there? I'm under a roof, aren't I? Regional map extracted. So it looks like Hebra, South Hyrule, Hyrule Field, and Gerudo are the only remaining sections on my map that need filling in. That one. And...
Quite high. If only I was a birdman. Huh? Where did you come from? I have been studying birdmen. Their flight mechanics fascinate me. Given their weight, it should be physically impossible for them to fly with wings of their size. I just don't get it. I was standing on the ground watching the skies when suddenly this tower erupted beneath my feet. I've been stuck up here since with no way to get down. But perhaps my misfortune was a blessing in disguise. You see, this tower is the perfect place to observe birdmen in their natural habitat. Oh my. Now that you've climbed up here, how will you get down without falling? I'll fly down. What? You can fly? Is that true? I thought it impossible. Ah, it's more like gliding then. That's still a step in the right direction. If I can analyze your glide distance and trajectory, it may help us understand the science of birdman flight. And maybe one day I'll finally realize my dream of becoming a bird. Would you mind participating in a short research study? I want to see how far you can glide. You'll be compensated for your time and travel. Marvelous. Our findings today may prove to be the cornerstone of birdman research for generations to come. They're called Rito, friend. However, you are merely gliding, making this a rather dangerous research project. As such, a liability fee of 20 rupees will be necessary to proceed. You know, in case I have to file an incident to report. If you're ready, let's take to the skies. Birdman research study, let's go! I think I see the tower is over here somewhere. Oh, I've marked that tower already. I haven't marked that one. How far will we go? Well over 500, I should hope. How much? I didn't pay attention to the number after we passed 500. Marvelous. What a breathtaking flight. I never dreamed a Hylian could fly 700 meters. Our methods may have been unconventional. I didn't see you flap your arms once, but they were effective. You deserve heavy compensation for your stellar efforts. Please take this. Okay, but please come back. It's very boring up here. Alright, so that's those. There's the tower up there. It's hiding behind that peak.
Electric Darner. Didn't realize I would find some of those out here. Come on. Yes. And I missed again. There's that last one. Underwing butterfly. Uh-oh. It's not the best, but it'll do. That picture, I mean. Monya Toma Shrine. Well, Monya Toma, let's see what kind of a trial you have for me. What have we here? To you who sets foot in this shrine, I am Monya Toma. In the name of the goddess, I offer this trial. Drawing parabolas. I missed the timing. Only those two, huh? The Thunder Blade. Here we go. That was easy. Oh, my neck. Your resourcefulness in overcoming this trial speaks to the promise of a hero. In the name of Goddess Hylia, I bestow upon you this spirit orb. May the goddess smile upon you. Is that another stable? Looks like one. Huh. Well, sure enough it is. Didn't realize there would be a
Rivali's Gale is now ready.
stable right here. My theory is that the Leviathans of ancient times went extinct due to an extended ice age. My theory is they went extinct due to violent volcanic eruption. My theory is that they went extinct due to sudden cataclysmic drought. Pardon me, I've gotten ahead of myself. Why did the Leviathans go extinct? That is the question we scientists are trying to answer. However, we haven't yet located any Leviathan remains, so we're stuck with theories for the time being. But we do have a general idea of where such remains might be found. Elden Mountains, Heber region, and Gerudo region. Climates of these regions are rather extreme. You've got the look of someone who's done a fair bit of adventuring. Would you be willing to find these Leviathan bones and draw a picture of them? What I especially need to see is the head. That'd be adequate. Excellent. You're a lifesaver. I'll be waiting for you here. Beetle doesn't appear to be here. Interesting. This is a very steep area. Perhaps from up there would be better. If I can get there. Yes, up that pathway. Another shrine? In this direction. Probably up from here. It is down below. Okay. Leave that there for later. Uh-oh. I messed that up. I just noticed whatever that was up here or over there. Oh, no thank you. We will not be doing that today. You have fun over there. We will not be doing that. Hello. What have we here? Nice arrows. Oh, we're dipping really far in. I don't think... It might work. It's just enough. Once I climb this tower, I'm gonna call the stream there. I need to get some rest. Although I will still raid someone. Tabantha Village ruins. I hear some Lizalfos squabbling up there. Ah, the blood moon. I'm not in a place where it's gonna bother me, it's just that there's something I found earlier where I need to be there on the night of a blood moon. Which unfortunately would be tonight.
The blood moon rises once again.
And that's Tabantha region. Or Fever region, whichever you prefer. There we go. Regional map extracted. So that just leaves 3 more towers. And then I'll have the whole map revealed. Which should prove extremely helpful. So, I'm going to save that there. And I'm going to go find someone to raid. But before I do that, I hope you all have a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, night, what have you. And I will see you next time. Now let's see who we've got that we can raid. We do have quite a selection this time. Last time I couldn't find anyone who was online. I could find barely anyone. But this time I have, I have quite a selection here. We are going to raid Mikan Amai, who is currently playing Stardew Valley. There we go. Excuse me.
Yeah, is it enhanced ability?
Alright, here we go on this raid. I'll see you all next time.